Alright, good morning fellow traders. This is Pete Soros. It is Wednesday, July 6th, just around 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now today what we're going to do is cover some technical analysis on the pound Japanese yen pair. What we're looking at on the 4-hour compression is it seems that this market is in a uptrend. Now we can see that because this market is establishing higher lows and higher highs. And one very significant point here we can see besides the higher lows is also these higher highs that we talked about, and also that we're coming here and we've broken this top here in the market. Okay, that is a significant sign right here that this downtrend is toast, and now we're looking to trend up. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead here and with our technical analysis gather evidence towards the overall belief that we are in an uptrend. So the very first thing we want to do is we want to trend this and grabbing the top here of the movement and adjusting it here to connect the points of the bottom. And then furthermore, looking for that heart line, but also looking to connect the top of it to a resistance. So what we can see here is that we have our bottom in place, and we also have connected the top here to a resistance. And notice how beautifully this market is respecting this heart line coming right here, as you can see on the screen. So basically, this is what I'm looking at right now. Now we can see right here, this market is hooked out of it. This is what we consider an anomaly that has come during a fundamental announcement, and overall we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, and now it looks like we're turning on our fourth point right here, and our heart line where we look to confirm this is definitely showing us respect here of the market, and by connecting it to a resistance point we have confirmed that this is indeed a valid uptrend in the market. So now what we want to do is we want to continue on with our technical analysis, and first what we want to do is we want to establish our PSRs on this. So what we're looking for is a previous uptrend in this chart coming from around that 129 price level. Okay, and what we can see right here is that we have an uptrend in this market. So what we want to do is we want to see right here, can we grab our supports off of this uptrend, because we can definitely see that this is an uptrend right here in the market, and we want to, because this is within the area that we're looking to trade today and throughout the rest of this week, we want to see, can we grab the supports and find further information on this. So let's just go ahead here, and first off what I can see is at this point right here we have a area of support in the market. Okay, the market travels north, pulls back, finds support once again right here. Okay, so these are the supports that we have in this area. We want to go further up above. Now these points in here are not supports that we are necessarily interested in, because they're not the key focal point in the market that has turned it and created a higher high above this area right here, and this right here is that area of support. So our next area of support would come from this area, and then we would complete our PSR analysis for the uptrend, because we're not interested in any more targets because of the price range that we're looking to trade. So that's what we have going right there. Let's go back to current price and see what we have happening, and immediately what we can see is that we have respect right here of the PSR, and what we can see up above here is that we have a PSR intact, and furthermore we have another PSR at the 132.60. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tie in the 60-minute analysis, and on the 60-minute chart what we're looking for is to take the Fibos of the movement and see if we have payouts of respect of the Fibo, and from there where we stand in the current movement. So first off, what we can see here from the start of this movement, we have a top right here in play. Okay, we have a retracement here to the 61.8 area. From the 61.8, what we can see is that we took out 270, retraced, we took out 61.8, pulled back, took out 786, pulled back, and completed at the 1270, coming within a trend wall crash. So far things are looking good. Now what we're looking for is for this market to travel south, reset itself at the bottom, and come off for a new initial movement that we can look to trade. Okay, so right here we can see that we have a clear, smooth initial movement. So what we want to do is we want to fib this so we can get not only our retracements but our targets. Okay, we can see. Now what we're going to do is erase this, but keep in mind that this movement has paid out up until this point, so this is a new movement in play. So in this new movement we can see retracement. We tried to make it up to the 270, we couldn't do that, but we made it perfectly at this point right here. Okay, so from this point we either anticipate a retracement or a continuation up to further fib targets. Moving ahead, what we can see is that this market ran right up, did not make a large retracement there, 23.6 retracement off of that 270, and then traveled up beautifully to that 786, which was overlapping that first PSR at the 130.75, also overlapping the top of the trend wall. So talk about confluence right there at that area. We have a Fibbo target, we have a PSR, and we have a top of the trend wall. So what we can anticipate is that this market off of this point is going to pull back, and what is leaving up above is that 1270, the ultimate payout of the movement. So let's see what we're currently looking at. We can see we're at the bottom here of the trend wall, okay? And what we're now looking for is for a bounce here to take out that target up above the 1.270. So when we look here where that 1270 lies, what we can see is that the 1.270 is overlapping perfectly with that 131.25 PSR, which is overlapping perfectly with the heart line of the trend wall. So this is exactly what we're looking for, is once again the confluence that occurred here and gave us a payout, for the confluence to occur here and give us a payout, coming for a bounce off the bottom of the trend wall, okay, looking for that 131.25. And from that 131.25, what we can anticipate coming throughout the week is that we'll see a pullback, okay, and then if the market still has time, depending on how quickly it moves this market, look for the continuation here to come up and for it to take out that final PSR being the 132.60 area, which is overlapping perfectly with the top of the trend wall. Okay, so this is a very probable movement that we can see here with a confluence of events at very significant price level areas. So now the most important part here is how can we enter this trade? And again, our immediate short-term target is that 131.25 area, where we anticipate from there the market will bounce back, pull back, create a dip, and then we'll see the 132.60 taken out. So again, how do we enter this? Well, since we can look at the 1 hour, we don't have any chart patterns necessarily that we're interested. We need to take it down to further compressions here, smaller compressions, to see what we have happening. Okay, and here what it looks like this market is creating is a bear flag. Okay, when we see the bear flag coming in here, what we want to do is connect the tops here of this market. Okay, just line this up. And now what we want to do is connect the bottoms here of this market. Okay, and we can see there basically, you know, even though it's not a perfect, there we go. Now we can see here's a bear flag coming in this market. So what are we going to look for here on this setup? Taking it down to the 15-minute, giving an explanation of exactly what I will be looking for. And what I will be looking for is for this market to do exactly this, break out of this bear flag on the 15-minute compression or on the 10, depending on what your charts offer. Look for a pullback retracement here to the line. From this line, enter this trade all the way up to that target that we talked about, being the 131.25 PSR, overlapping the 1.270 Fibbo of the current movement. So right there, you're looking for approximately 150 pips. Your stop can be below the last point of support on the current movement of the chart that you enter on. So it would be 5 to 7 pips below this 129.47. So around 129.43 is where you would have your stop. So here you're looking at a tremendous risk reward ratio on this pair, just around 1 to 7, 1 to 8 risk reward. This is definitely not an opportunity that you want to pass up. And again, that is what we're looking for here today on the pound Japanese yen, and looking for this week to complete it and take it up to that 131.25 given time. If we permit market not at closing for the Friday, and we're looking at this payment coming today or even on Thursday, okay, what we can anticipate is a pullback on this market to attempt that top level at 132.60. So hope you enjoy that, folks. Once again, going to look for a opportunity to go long here on the pound yen. I will be looking during the New York Open for this opportunity, because I understand that this market right now is potentially setting up that head fake and is going to pull back. Okay, we can see that it's already pulling back here coming into the New York Open, so anticipating that it's potentially going to pull back some more. From here, look for the movement to pull back, find support once again off the trend line, and from here, create the break of the bear flag, hook, and then go, and you're good to go. So, hope you enjoy that, folks. Until next time, a good luck and happy trading.